What's up?
Hey, hi. I've had to record this. I've had to re-record this a couple of times, so I'm just going to get it pretty out of the way. Hello, it's me, Iris. A year or two ago now, I released a devlog for my little Pizza Tower fan game called Junker Tower, and since then, there's been no public update on what's actually happening to the game. So here's this update video telling you exactly what's happening to the game. The main game isn't going by the same name because it's bad. So Junker Tower is now called Junker Bunker, which I think definitely has a bit more pizzazz to it. The main game, Junker Bunker, is actually transitioning between game engines purely because I want to have a game that could generate income. Sorry, Roblox, I love you, but I need money. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be not developing a Junker Bunker game in Roblox. I still very much am. It's a little side project. I like to call Junker Bunker Fried and Served. It's a tiny little cooking hybrid platformer game where 6 wonderful workers go and fucking cook some wicked shit for customers. There's 3 scavengers, Rami, Pizza Cat, and Josh, whose job it is to just kind of go around the map and gathering ingredients. And then there's 3 chefs, Jesse, Sam, and Basil, who cook for the customers. That on its own, I guess, is a neat concept, having 3 players platform around to get ingredients and then 3 players cook. But to add some more flair to it, I've decided to add 2 things: events and perks. Events are fairly self-explanatory. Imagine something like Nico's Next Bots. Just people can kind of appear for a bit and then just gone by the next. Other than that, there's perks. There's 2 perk salesmen. Spraymond, he gives you general platforming perks. And then Cool Kid, who gives you cooking perks. I'm really proud of how these 2 characters specifically turned out because they both are probably the most fleshed out characters of the Junker Bunker cast. They have designs, stories, and the most exciting of all, honestly, voice actors. Spraymond here is voiced by my buddy Worm.
Hey, nerd. How you doing, man? What can I get you? Loser. Good pick. Oh, my head. Oh, boy.
And then Cool Kid is voiced by Marmations.
What's up? Welcome to my store. What's up? What are you looking for today? Well, look who it is. What'll it be today? Well, buy something, will ya? I'm just joking. It's just a reference. A reference nobody will get, but a reference nonetheless. Oh, man. I gotta go take a shit.
But yeah, that's honestly kind of what Fred and Served is all about. It's not that complicated to explain, I suppose. It's just you cook for customers. Sometimes there's events. You can buy perks. And admittedly, in the future, I wanted to add a mechanic about, like, traveling around the world. Like, the players can, over time, generate money, and then using that money from, like, a general fund, I suppose, they can travel to future kingdoms or areas or whatever I end up calling them. Just to give that little more flair and excitement to the game. So, yeah. Honestly, that's kind of what Junker Bunker's been doing right now. Got renamed, the main game's being transitioned into Game Maker, and in the meantime, I'm developing a cooking platformer hybrid side project called Fried and Served. I guess the only other things I really need to mention is Fried and Served is hopefully going to be releasing in a very vague pre-alpha state very soon. Like, a lot of the base mechanics are down. I'll put up some footage here. Like, you could see we've got some of the cooking mechanics sort of down. I've got overall platforming mechanics down pretty well. just general stuff like that. So hopefully I can get it out to a somewhat playable state to you guys pretty soon. The original plan was to have it release on April 1st, but that clearly fell through. Other than that, I plan on reviving a couple of other projects whenever I end up releasing the pre-alpha state of Junker Bunker Fried and Served to the public. So I hope you guys stick around to check that out. If you guys want to see more of the game's development, then please, I highly encourage you to take a look at the 2 links in the description. The top is the link to the Junker Bunker server, and then the bottom is to Team Iris, just my general game development group that Fried and Served is going under. TLDR, the main game, renamed to Junker Bunker, is going to be developed in GameMaker instead of Studio. However, I am developing a little side project in Studio called Fried and Served, which is just a nice little cooking platformer hybrid. Hopefully Fried and Served will be out with you guys soon, in the next coming months, hopefully. And other than that, I plan on reviving a couple of projects whenever I get it out. And I'm really hoping that you guys stick around to see whatever the hell I end up cooking up next. Because there are way too many ideas in this mind. In this dumb little idiot brain of mine. But, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about the current state of Junker Bunker. It's very compressed, and you can find a lot more of the information about the game in its Discord server. So, again, if you're curious about the state of it now, or just seeing it come to fruition in the future, then I highly encourage you to check out those servers and whatnot. But other than that, hello, I'm Iris, and fuck, man, that's the funny Rammy pizza game.
Songwriter.net. Thanks. At songwriter.net.